The 10th season of Collegiate Rainbow Six hits the ground running with new teams, new players, new storylines, and a whole bunch of juicy results in the first phase of Premier Play. The collegiate scene has seen some significant shuffles, with many veteran players retiring or graduating, leaving the door open for any ragtag team of up-and-comers to make their claim on one of the top tiers of R6 collegiate competition Premier. The Season 9 Stage 2 teams who fall from Premier are Fisher Falcons and Bagels, North Texas B, San Jose State, Maryland Baltimore County, and Columbia College. The teams from Season 9 Stage 2 who were relegated and had to requalify are Cincinnati Red, TOSU Scarlet, GCU Purple, TAMU Maroon, and Utah Black. Finally, the remaining victors from the open qualifiers cinching themselves a Premier slot are St. Clair, CSU Fullerton Blue, North Dakota Varsity, James Madison, and Northern Illinois Red. And a special mention goes to Purdue Gold, which re-entered Premier for the first time since relegation at the end of Season 8 Stage 1 in 2022. The club was jolted with new life thanks to the ace up its sleeve, Wrath, who has an impressive resume of competitive experience, having qualified and played at the Blast R6 Major Copenhagen under Reven Club back in 2023. Getting into the regular season, we have Premier Group A with GCU Purple, CSU Fullerton Blue, North Texas A, St. Clair, Arizona State, Akron, and NIU Red. Over in Premier Group B, we have UCF Knights, TOSU Scarlet, Utah Black, TAMU Maroon, James Madison, UGA White, Cincinnati Red, and Purdue Gold. With every Premier Play Day comprising of 2 best-of-1s, there's a lot to break down here, so let's take a closer look at the good, the bad, and the ugly of this first phase. A revitalized St. Clair roster qualifies for the Premier for the first time since Season 7 Stage 2 back in 2021, and they come in swinging as they beat the Kings of Collegiate in Akron in a best-of-1 to start their season. However, a common link between these two teams would be the underdogs nipping at them. UND is a prime example of this, as the North Dakotan squad would pull the rug from underneath the Saints and play Akron in a relatively competitive affair. The conversation around UND only heats up after convincing wins over both ASU and UNTA. One can only wait to see what they bring to the table in Phase 2. However, when we look at Group B, we see something eye-catching. Cincinnati Red. The Bearcats, who stumbled into Premier after a scrappy 5-way tiebreaker, would end up going on a hot streak, as they would be the only team in this phase to cinch a flawless 6-0 record. However, their dominance, like their rise, was scrappy, as there would end up being multiple close calls to their perfect run in the form of close games versus Utah Black and UCF Knights. A stellar victory at the Gold Coast Clashland in a best-of-5 slugfest against GCU Purple that went the distance, and a relatively smooth ride through Premier Quals poised CSU Fullerton as an exciting new prospect to the top cut of Collegiate. However, the results have simply fallen short of the expectations. A 2-5 record at the end of the first phase, with one of those wins being an FF, proves to be a worrying sign for any West Coast collegiate enjoyers. 2 schools, each having gotten their championship titles before, now struggling to get momentum in this new landscape. TOSU Scarlet and UGA put up some questionable performances in Group B, as they both sit at the bottom of their standings, going 1-6 and 3-4 respectively. Although these results are understandable given that many of the veterans who hoisted these championships have graduated, one can only hope the new blood can recover and bounce back in Phase 2. Do you think we've missed any key details from this first phase of Premier? Let us know in the comments, and be sure to tune in to Collegiate R6 on Fridays on twitch.tv/collegiateR6.